The different species of cockroach narcissists. The entitled cockroach. I am such an important cockroach that the sun rises and sets just for me, because I'm the only person in the whole universe that the sun rises and sets for, because I'm that important. I have the freedom to do whatever I want, when I want, to whomever I want, because I'm completely justified by my self-righteousness. My time is more important than your time. This is why I'm often late, to show you who's in control of the transaction between us. My time's more important than your time, so I will show up late so that you are aware that I'm in control of you. I am more important than you, and I will waste your time. My time is more precious than your time, and I will cost you your time. I'm entitled to get free things. I'm entitled to get free things and get discounts on my products when I go to the store, because people must serve me with great customer service and make me happy, because basically I'm a god. I'm an entitled narcissist cockroach. There's a god and I'm it. So people serve me to make me happy. The double standard cockroach. The rules apply to you, but the rules don't apply to me. I can commit infidelity against you in marriage because I can expect to have extramarital affairs against you, and you can completely deny those actions of me against you. It's not my fault that I do this to you. If you commit infidelity on me, I will destroy you and the person that you committed it with, because I'm a double standard cockroach. You are not permitted to commit infidelity against me, or I will be forced to steal, kill, and destroy everything about you. I expect your faithfulness in your marriage to me, the infidelity cockroach. But I do not have to be faithful or loyal to you, because I'm the double standard cockroach. I must punish you for my infidelity against you, because it is my right to have multiple wives, multiple mistresses, multiple husbands, multiple partners against you. I need to spread my cockroach seed to everybody, because I am an entitled cockroach and I have double standards when it comes to being committed to a marriage with somebody else. The no-fault cockroach. It's not my fault, so it's your problem. This never happens to me. So it must be something that you did wrong, because this has never happened to me. I did not cause your problems, so it is not my fault. I have no-fault insurance in the state of Michigan for my car insurance, and there's no-fault insurance for divorce. So it's not my fault if it's my fault in a car accident, and it's not my fault in a divorce, because we have no-fault insurance. I live in a no-fault divorce state in the state of Michigan, so I cheat on you. I steal your children, your assets, and destroy your career and your reputation and your network, and I plunder your goods, and I bind your most high God from you, because you are glorifying sin. It's not my fault that I must steal, kill, and destroy everything about you. It's not my fault that due to my hard-heartedness and my lack of empathy, because I'm a psychopathic, narcissistic, no-fault cockroach and demon-possessed, I will cause you to assimilate the spirits of suicide, the spirit of shame, the spirit of self-condemnation, the spirit of rejection and inferiority, and self-hatred and self-abandonment. Why? Because I'm the no-fault cockroach. I am the no accountability for my sins, transgressions, and inequities, narcissistic cockroach. I am better than you, and I have more value than you. I am superior to you in all ways possible. In order for me to be superior to you, I will project my sins transgressions and inequities against you for my sake. You are my scapegoats, so that I can boast in my spirit of how self-righteous I am. But I can do your sin inventory. I can publicize on my channel about all of your sins, transgressions, and inequities. Because you know why? I have no accountability for the things that I do wrong. Every sin, transgression, and inequity that I have done to you will reverberate, project, and bounces off of me from my no accountability as a cockroach of repentance of my sin, transgression, and inequity towards me. And it goes on to you. I am the cockroach of no accountability. I cheated on you. I abandoned you. I left you homeless, and I left you in poverty because I must destroy you for my sin, transgression, and inequity that I did to you before it destroys me. I cause you to assimilate the spirits of suicide, the spirit of murder, the spirit of hate, the spirit of confusion, the spirit of depression, the spirit of rejection, the spirit of abandonment, the spirit of self-condemnation, the spirit of self-abuse, the spirit of abandonment. I am the pessimistic and cynical narcissist cockroach. Everyone and everything is evil, and no one can be trusted. All people are out to get me and hurt me, and they will all steal, kill, and destroy. I always watch my cockroach back because everyone will stab me in the back, and so I have to protect myself at all cost. I hoard whatever I have, and I take everything from everyone else, and what I do is I steal, kill, and destroy from everyone else because I assume that everyone in the world is evil and is going to steal, kill, and destroy from me. So I am a smart cockroach, and I do it first. I steal, kill, and destroy first before they do it to me because I am a pessimistic and cynical cockroach. I cause you to assimilate the spirit of fear, the spirit of paranoia, the spirit of negativity, the spirit of depression, the spirit of pessimism, the spirit of cynicism, the spirit of negativity and bad luck consequences that will cause you to become a victim of the spirit of injustice that has come upon you because of your association and contact with me, the pessimistic and cynical cockroach. The victim narcissistic cockroach. Poor me. I'm a victim of my circumstances. Poor cockroach me. I'm a victim of the spirit of injustice and the wickedness of this world. Because the world just picks on me. They're just bullying me. I'm just a poor victim. You know, the world treats me like crap, but I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't provoke anybody. I haven't done anybody wrong. I'm a victim. I'm a victim of my ex in the divorce court. I'm a victim of being financially plundered by my ex in divorce court. Poor me, the victim cockroach. Now pour me another drink. Because if you were a victim like me, you'd have to drink like an alcoholic cockroach. Is a friend, a distant cousin of mine, the alcoholic cockroach. As long as I'm a victim of this world, I have no accountability for my side of the transaction. I mean, I'm playing in the same sandbox as you, except what I do in my sandbox doesn't affect you. It doesn't even affect me. I have no accountability for what I do to you. I will pretend to help others, but really I only help myself to self-protect and to defend my spirit of victimization. People are out to get me. They're out to steal, kill, and destroy me. And so I have to protect myself with no accountability because of that. The adult temper tantrum narcissistic cockroach. When I don't get my way and I lose control of the situation and I lose control of the false narrative of the lies that I told about you and the situation that I'm trying to control, I will pout and I will have an adult temper tantrum to get my way and to reinforce my control over you and of others. I will give you the silent treatment to punish you for your treason and for your disagreement with me because you're not doing what I want you to do. I've lost control over you, so I am going to have an adult temper tantrum as a cockroach. You must agree with me 100%, or you are not part of my house and you are not part of the cockroach kingdom. Ugh. I will have a temper tantrum. I'll block you to control the false narrative from my life and take away your power. The player cockroach. All women and all men, they all want me and they all want to do me. All the gay men and all the gay women, they want to do me too. Because I'm the player cockroach. I'm the supreme king or queen of the spirit of seduction. Don't hate the player cockroach. Hate the game. Players only pretend to love you when they're playing the game. Players trap you with children and marriage and pretend to love you so that they can control you. They trap you in a web of destruction, the spirit of Jezebel, the bride of Satan, to steal, kill, and destroy under the unauthenticated cloak of love of Satan and seduction and lust. The player cockroach. This is why they call me the player cockroach. This is why they call me, because I'm a male cockroach. They call me Cock, last name Roach, because I'm a man. The no sense of humor cockroach. I have no love, joy, peace, or serenity in my life, so I do not have a sense of humor. I take myself in this world way too seriously. I take the game of my assignments from the kingdom of darkness to steal, kill, and destroy very, very seriously, and it is no laughing matter. There is no tolerance for mistakes or imperfection, and you do not produce enough value in my life. And I have no sense of humor about this. My domination, manipulation, isolation, and control of you. My domination, manipulation, and isolation and control of you is not funny because I've got no sense of humor as a cockroach. I must be hypervigilant and control everyone and everything in my life and control the false narrative, and it's not funny. I do not feel the fruits of God's Spirit. I do not feel love or joy or peace or serenity or faithfulness or mildness or gentleness. Those are not the cockroach's inheritance. Love, joy, peace, patience, self-control, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and mildness. Those are the inheritance of God's children. But that's not part of my kingdom. The decoy, narcissistic cockroach. I, the enemy, get you to focus your attack on the wrong enemy. I present to you a decoy. I present decoys such as, well, all of my friends committed infidelity on their wives and they reconciled, like all 10 of them. So I start to tell you stories. All 4 of my different stories about others that are doing what I'm actually doing to you. These creative stories, these are my scapegoat false narratives. I get you focused on several other false narratives, and I get you focused on the wrong enemy from focusing on me. I am your enemy. The scapegoat decoy stories and the false narrative allows me, the decoy narcissistic cockroach, to not be accountable for what I've done to you. And you focus your retaliation on the wrong enemy because I've just thrown a decoy on you. You're going after the wrong enemy and I get away. The complaining, murmuring, narcissistic cockroach. I'm never happy or satisfied or content. I constantly complain, gossip, smear campaign, character assassinate, and persecute everyone else in my social sphere that is not under my control. It is management's problem that I am unsatisfied and discontent at my job. It is the corporation and my boss's fault that I'm not happy at my job. It's my husband or my wife's fault that I am unsatisfied and discontent with my life. I am the spirit of whoredom, which is unfaithfulness, adultery, soul and body prostitution, body worship, chronic dissatisfaction, and the sin of idolatry. As long as it is your fault that I am unhappy, I do not have to change or repent because I have no accountability for my personal unhappiness. I am restless, irritable, and discontent, and it's everyone's fault except mine. So guess what? As a complaining, narcissistic cockroach, I don't have to make any changes or amendments to my personality because as long as it's my husband or wife's fault or my boss's fault, as long as it's someone else's fault, that I'm unhappy because I have the spirit of whoredom, because I'm extremely promiscuous and I've soul tied with many people. I'm restless, irritable, and discontent, and it's not my fault. So I don't have to change. The righteous customer cockroach. I am the customer and I am always right. Whomever said the customer is always right must never have worked a day in their retail in their lives. They must have been a corporate narcissistic cockroach, whoever made up that quote. Because let me tell you, the customer is not always right in retail. I will exploit your customer service, values, industry, and I will control their worship of me by my excessive and unreasonable demands to make me happy. So that when I leave the store, I better be happy with something for free or a humongous discount. I know you want to get rid of me out of the store because I'm pretty loud and obnoxious and I'm very discontent and I like to bring strife and war and conflict and disagreement and make you very uncomfortable. Because I have learned to get free stuff. And I've learned to intimidate people so that they give me stuff just to get rid of me. I'm the righteous customer cockroach. I am the opposite world narcissistic cockroach and the gaslighting cockroach. You are damned if you do, and you are damned if you don't. I lead you into a thought through my mind manipulations to come to a certain conclusion. Once you verbalize your thoughts of conclusion, that I have mind manipulated you into coming to that conclusion, I will condemn you at the reasoning of your thoughts. I will gaslight you and tell you that, nope, you're wrong and I'm right. And I will do this with such conviction in the lie that you will believe my version of events. I mean, I'll tell you red is white and white is red. And you'll believe me because I have such conviction. I'm a self-righteous cockroach. I am opposite world, so what you think is correct, I will gaslight you and say that you are incorrect. If I'm a worshiping Satanist and I'm the Jezebel spirit, I will let everybody know that you're a Satanist with a Jezebel spirit and that you're the witch. I will let everyone know you are exactly what I am. So in conclusion, I'm back in the dating world since March. And so I've been discovering these narcissistic cockroaches. And they're like crawling out of the woodwork. They are like everywhere. So unfortunately, God's given me this discernment to understand what a narcissist cockroach acts like through these different species of narcissist cockroach. And they're just everywhere. And I have a lot of opportunity to learn about what they are because there's like a zillion of them. All you can do is turn on a light and hope that they scatter. But I'm telling you, these unclean cockroaches are just coming out of the woodworks. You know, once you get in the dating world, it seems like that's all there is, folks. It's really, really, really sad. I think for every one of us, there's probably 10,000 of these narcissistic, Satan-worshiping, Jezebel spirit, unclean cockroaches. So we have to have the discernment. And then my daughter asked me the other day if she could drink before the age of 21. And I said, I am like the poster child of what happens when you do drugs and drink before the age of 21. I'm not exactly normal, folks. And so hopefully this diverts my daughter from drinking before the age of 21, because me, her mother, I'm not exactly normal, miss my sanity. So this is what happens, folks, when you do a lot of drugs and a lot of drinking before the age of 21. You get to learn about narcissistic cockroaches and about those that are in this world today that are worshiping the kingdom of darkness and are worshiping the little g god of this world. So keep strong, folks, and learn the difference between God's people and Satan's people, because God is separating the wheats from the tares and the sheep from the goats as we speak.